One of the many reasons that Stalingrad is particularly remembered over other battles of the time was that the combat that happened was so completely different to the norm. It started off normally. The Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, came and flattened the city before the troops came and closed in. They expected to find a kind of bundled group of refugees, demoralised civilians, and the remains of the Red Army. What they were met with was completely different. Snipers were hidden amongst the rubble of Stalingrad. At every corner, the Germans risked being shot to pieces. Could be won and lost in minutes. Territories going back and forth every single day, and no one had a set part of Stalingrad. This meant that nothing was happening, no one was winning or losing, but there was an insane amount of casualties. Just looking at this today, this may be about 100 and something people. Imagine 10, 15, almost 20 times this amount. It's quite sobering, really. We do not measure the road in meters or in yards, we measure it in dead bodies. Hard to imagine what it must have been like to walk round the corner and be shot. Because then you're just one of those, another body just littering the street, another object to trip over. It's almost like life is worth nothing.
Russian battlefield wasn't in fact like explosives or artillery or bullets or anything like that. It was actually the sheer temperature of the Russian weather, because the temperature there could get to about minus 40 degrees. To put that in context, your average freezer is minus 18. Be prepared for the sort of temperatures. Like most of the stuff that got dropped on one occasion, for example, was summer uniforms in this temperature. Great job, Hitler. But the Russians, on the other hand, who live and work every day in this environment, were much better prepared and more suited for these temperatures.
Ah, it is so warm. I got my coat, my gloves, oh, and my lovely fur inside. It keeps me so nice and cozy.
So after a while, the guerrilla warfare led to a big blown up battle. But the problem was for the Germans that they were stuck on one side of the River Volga and there were no bridges across. On the other side of them was the Russian army, which was by now much bigger than theirs. And it was a kind of siege. They had nowhere to go, which meant they were starving, they were freezing in the Russian winter. They had to eat their own horses and even each other.
Food at last.
For 50,000 people?
Ah.
Also, das ist mine!
No, this is mine!
So hungry. Yeah!
My arm is not a chicken!
If Hitler had looked back in history, he would have realised that Napoleon made almost exactly the same mistake as he did, going into Russia and trying to conquer it during the winter. So this is why you should learn history, because often the mistakes of the past are repeated again in the future.
Pourvu que nous puissions prendre la Russe!
Moments later.
C'était une très mauvaise idée. Je vais mourir.